Hello, Jackie. I'll be back pretty soon. Will you prepare dinner for us? I'm so tired. I spent the whole day at work and then went to a hospital too to see my poor husband.
Sure, Mom, I will. Are you coming back from the hospital already? Is Dad feeling fine? I'm worried about him. I was trying to contact him earlier today, but he didn't answer. Is everything okay with him?
Yes, I'm waiting for a bus now. Dad feels much better today. I hope he will recover soon. I do miss him a lot. I didn't know you texted him. He didn't say anything to me.
Okay, really? I see. I hope he'll recover soon, too. So you'll be home in about an hour, right? I'm making something delicious for you.
I think so. I am very hungry. I'm starved. Want to have dinner as soon as I come. I thought you had already made something. So what are we having tonight?
Well, I'm making burgers and fries for us tonight. I hope you'll enjoy it. I put all my love into it.
Oh, but those are all carbs, and I've had a lot of that today. Can't you make something different? I need something healthy. You don't take good care of me.
I'm sorry. Last week you said you're tired of greens and want some carbs instead. You also said you haven't had burgers for a long time. That's the reason I made them.
Are you trying to say it's my fault? Honey, I need to keep it healthy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make something different for you. I'll do my best.
Oh, I don't get it. You're sitting at home all day. Me and your husband work hard to provide for you. I'm jealous of your housewife lifestyle.
I'm not like that. Don't hurt my feelings. You know I work hard, even if I'm at work.
What? What are you talking about? You're at home the whole day. If you have any objections, prove them. I'll be happy to see that. You can't even get pregnant. You're like a broken woman.
Well, I actually started thinking about having kids.
Oh, please. You know that you have absolutely no use in this family. You're not pregnant, you're sitting at home all day long. You know, your husband, my son, works hard and helps a lot. Do you know how much it costs to pay your father-in-law staying in a hospital? An absolute fortune.
But you know I do my best to take care of you and my husband. I clean the house, I cook, I try really hard.
But don't you think that those are your natural responsibilities? I mean, you should do something more than that. Work or at least give birth to a child. I really don't understand why my son got married to you. He should have chosen a woman with better health.
Please don't talk like that. I didn't do anything wrong. You know I love your son very much, and I do a lot to take care of you and my husband.
Oh, what are you talking about? Since your father-in-laws stay in the hospital and my son offered to stay with you both, I don't have any other choice. But I'm really not happy to see your face around.
I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't be sorry. By the way, you should visit my husband in the hospital as soon as possible. You know, the doctor said he doesn't feel very well. He doesn't have a lot of time left. Oh, my poor husband.
Really? I didn't know that. Of course I'll visit him. When I visited him this month, by the way, he looked pretty good.
He always pretends that he feels well when somebody visits him, so now you know.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm planning to go to the hospital very soon.
Hey, Jackie, your father-in-law just passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I understand. I'm heading to the hospital right now.
Oh, you know what? You don't have to. You'll be useless there, so I don't want you to come.
But...
No buts. Please don't bother me at a time like this. I told you not to come. And even if you come, I will only have more work to do and I don't have any desire for that, so please.
I'm sorry. If you'd rather handle it on your own, I understand.
Also, my son is going to be here pretty soon, so there's no need for you to come. So please clean up the house at least.
Okay, will do.
Anyway, it's all useless. We're getting nowhere. It's all your fault.
Why are you talking like this? I don't get it. What do you mean?
What do you mean you don't like it? You know what the deal is. I told you so many times. You should have a baby. And if my husband saw a grandchild growing up, it probably would have made him feel better. He would probably live a little longer. Oh, I feel so bad about him.
I'm really sorry about that.
If you really are sorry, break up with my son.
Excuse me? I don't understand why you're talking like that. How can you say that?
That'll be right, though. It's been 2 years since you got married and still can't get pregnant. Why did you lie to my son that you could have kids before you got married to him?
I didn't lie.
Oh, didn't you? So how would you explain that then? What is your value as a woman?
I don't think my worth is determined by my ability to have kids.
Well, that's your truth, not mine. My husband got sick soon after your marriage with my son. Maybe you were one of the reasons, don't you find?
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of leaving my husband. I love him.
Oh, I get this. You want to take advantage of my son. You want him to take care of you and give nothing instead. Oh, you are so useless. What makes it worse is your wheelchair. Don't ask for a normal happiness. Just talking to you gives me a headache. I'll be busy preparing for the funeral. Anyway, I don't want anybody to see you today. My relatives will be there, and I don't want to be ashamed because of you.
Okay, I will clean up and stay in my room. If you need any help, please let me know.
You can't help with anything here. Just stay quiet. Hey, Jackie, what have you done? My relatives are now angry with you. Why don't you think about your future?
Why? It's you who hid my wheelchair. You're the one to blame, and you know that. Where did you put my wheelchair?
What are you talking about?
This morning, when I was about to leave home and head to the funeral, you suddenly poured orange juice on me.
I didn't do it on purpose, and I said sorry for that.
Yes, you did, and when I went to my room to change a dress, you intentionally put it somewhere so I couldn't find it when I came back.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any proof? Maybe my son put it somewhere. You remember we got home together yesterday? Maybe he put it somewhere.
My husband would tell me if he did.
Do I look like the kind of person who would break a wheelchair?
Break? I didn't say that. Is it possible that you not only hit it, but also broke it?
I don't know what you're even talking about. Anyway, you did the worst thing anyone can ever do. You missed your father-in-law's funeral. You will divorce my son.
Stop mentioning that. It sounds like that's what you want.
Look, you were not present at my husband's funeral and everybody saw that. They won't trust your story about missing a wheelchair. Please, pack your clothes now and leave our house.
I'm going to the cemetery right now.
Well, there is no need for that. I told you what to do.
My husband will come and pick me up. I'm gonna leave this house in any case today.
Really? Well, in this case, you can come for at least the last time. I hope you won't complain about anything. Oh, Jackie, hello. My son has left home, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. What's up?
Listen, Jackie, my son told me something. You were paying for my husband's treatment. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Why?
I didn't know about that. Were you saving the money? That was a total shock for me.
Yes, I was. With a body like this, with my disability, I figured I need to find a way to earn money. I learned a lot about investing when I was in college, and since then I was saving money.
Why didn't you tell me anything? In that case, I would not have behaved like that.
I was hoping you would improve all the way through my father-in-law's illness. It was a tough time for you both, and I thought you would reevaluate everything. I thought you would feel better if you knew that my husband was paying for everything.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
That sounds like an excuse. You can just say sorry. I wanted to pay, so don't worry about that anymore.
Oh, Jackie, I will appreciate you so much more now. Please come back home. You know how my son cares about me. He will be very upset if you both leave me alone.
No, he won't. That's not true. He's not worried about anything. By the way, he is still pretty mad at you.
Is he? But why?
Oh, don't you know the reason? Have you already forgotten that you broke my wheelchair and threw it away?
Oh, Jackie, something was wrong with me that time. You know, my husband had just passed away. I was very sad, so I took out all my sadness and frustration on you.
I don't get it. How can you be so mad at somebody when you lose somebody who was very close to you? You hurt the people around you. I mean, I understand your feelings, but I still don't understand why you wanted me to divorce your son. That wasn't nice.
I'm so sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
For the things I said and did to you, and for my husband's funeral. It was all my fault you were not there. I did something really stupid. I totally understand that.
Oh, okay. I understand now. I accept your apology.
Do you? Will you forgive me?
No, I do understand you, but I won't forgive you. I don't really care now, to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, but please. Now, when you both have left, I realize how much I love you both. I wasn't right, I admit that. But I realized it was my fault. It's really hard for me to live alone in a house where my husband and I live together.
Even if you say that, really, I don't want to have the heart-to-heart conversations with you anymore. Let's just stop it.
But we were getting along with each other pretty well, right? The food you made was delicious, and I appreciate your cleaning up the house. We were good together. Just give me another chance, please.
As far as I remember, you were only complaining about everything all the time. But as far as you realized that I have money, you changed your attitude, didn't you?
But Jackie, please, let's live together again. Now, I will take care of everything. You don't have to cook or clean up anymore.
You know what? I understand I'm disabled. That's why I was trying hard to be a normal, as you like to say. I didn't make any excuses. Never. But it's now impossible.
Oh, please don't say that.
When I couldn't find my wheelchair in the garage, I realized that I couldn't stay in that house anymore.
Oh, Jackie, I am so sorry. It was my fault.
It really doesn't matter anymore.
I'm begging you. You know my husband didn't leave me that much money, and I quit my job to take care of him. My son doesn't really earn enough to pay for my living. If you guys leave, I won't be able to survive.
It has nothing to do with me.
But if you don't forgive me, my son won't forgive me either. Please forgive me and explain to my relatives that it's not my fault.
My husband has already told them the truth. Don't worry about that.
But your father-in-law would be really upset if he knew that.
It might surprise you, but my father-in-law told me that I shouldn't force myself to live under the same roof with you. He was always worried about me.
That's a lie. I had been taking care of him for such a long time. How could he say that?
He tried to talk to you. I know that. Don't pretend you're surprised. But you were the one who started crying. You didn't want to listen to him. So we all made a decision to keep silent and just sacrifice. We were all hoping you would change your attitude, but that just didn't happen.
Please forgive me, dear. I won't be able to survive like this.
Oh, you'll be okay. You don't have any disabilities. You are very healthy. Look at you. I can't walk, and even I survived. Then my husband and I left my in-laws' house and moved out. We moved into a new house which I had found. My mother-in-law tried to contact us many times, but then we simply blocked her after my father-in-law's birthday anniversary. Our relatives don't care about her either because it seems like they've found out everything she did to me. Even if she asks for help, I have no intention of helping her out. My husband seems to feel the same way, so I don't think we'll ever see her again. I understand her feelings and disappointment about me being disabled, but I still can't forgive what she did. I simply don't feel safe in that house anymore, so now I don't have to sacrifice anymore and can enjoy my life and spend time with the people whom I love.
Hey Amanda, how's it going? I was just wondering if you and Oren had already picked a day when you were going to have your civil ceremony?
Oh, hey Gabby. No, we still haven't quite decided on a date yet. Why do you ask?
I guess I was just curious about when you two were finally going to tie the knot is all.
You're really that curious about something happening in my life? I feel like that's a little weird for you, no? I feel like you almost never want to know what's going on with me most of the time.
Well, I suppose you're right about that. I'm not really asking because I care about you. I was more interested in the man you're marrying.
I don't think I like where this conversation is going.
I mean, I've just heard so much about him, and he sounds like a real catch, sis. I hear that he's handsome and works for a big company, right? Just how did you end up with a guy like that, huh?
Well, if you really want to know, we just happen to share a lot of interests and bonded over that.
You mean how you're all outdoorsy and stuff like that? Does Oren like doing camping too?
Yeah, he prefers just hiking, and we've gone and done that a couple of times together. Although you know that I don't really like doing that as much, so he usually goes and does that by himself.
I see. But if he loves hiking so much, then he must have a pretty good body too, right? Why don't you tell me just a little bit more about the hobbies and interests that you have, sis?
Gabby, I can see what you're doing here, and I really don't like it. If you really are so into doing things outdoors, then why don't you just find your own community to do it with?
Oh, come on. You're really not going to tell me at all what it is that you two bonded over? And here I thought that's what sisters were supposed to do.
I don't even get you. I thought you hated going into nature in the first place. When we did it when we were kids, all you did was complain about the bugs and having to eat food without a table.
Okay, well, maybe I've just started to take a little more interest in doing stuff like that now, though. I mean, I think it's fair to say that hiking and camping and stuff like that is having a bit of a comeback.
I think it did have a comeback, but I really don't know of many people wanting to do it for the fad now.
I just think that I have a lot to offer the outdoors, you know? I mean, I'm not some granola-looking hippie chick, but I'm actually good-looking. Think of what I could do for camping's image.
Is that really why you want to start doing more things outdoors?
I mean, it's not the main reason, but I don't think you say that's what I said is wrong.
I guess I can't, no.
So you're telling me that there isn't anyone from your little camping circles that you can introduce me to? Maybe someone who likes all that nature stuff, but also is handsome and makes a lot of money?
I don't know anyone like that, unfortunately. I'm afraid I don't really ask the people who I've gone camping with about how much money they make.
So you're telling me that you took the only good man who also happens to be into hiking then?
That's not what I said, and please don't talk about my fiancé or anyone as if it was their... I think that you should want to find people on your own terms, Gabby.
You've got some nerve telling me to do that after you bring your fiancé home to introduce to Mom and Dad. You know that after you left, Mom started asking me about when I was gonna get married. You're starting to really make me look bad with the family, so the least you can do is introduce me to someone.
But it's not like you don't know how to talk to boys. You've had boyfriends in the past, and quite a few of them, I might add. I just don't really even see what kind of advice I could offer that you don't already know yourself.
So you're really happy as long as you're the only one who's happy? You don't care about anyone else but yourself?
Do you really think that that's what I'm trying to say with all of this?
I think that you should just stop arguing with me and start bringing out the men you think I could date.
I don't get what your deal is, Gabby. Ever since we were little, you've always put me down and made me feel stupid. Whether it's about my looks or my job, you always try and make me feel worse in comparison to you. But now you want me to introduce you to someone that I know?
I don't really see why you had to bring any of that up when all I was doing was being honest with you.
Look, I have some errands to run and I don't really feel like having this conversation right now. So I'm going to go now.
Hey, come on, we weren't through there. I still have things I wanted to talk to you about. Please, just introduce me to someone. You have to, I'm begging you here. Be a good sister and just do this for me.
Gabby, what is the matter with you? You need to leave Oren alone. Seriously.
Oh, darn, you mean that you already heard about your little run-in with each other?
Run-in? Is that seriously what you're going to call it? Oren told me that you were waiting for him outside of his work and that you invited him out to grab drinks with you.
Well, he's going to be my brother-in-law soon, right? So I don't see what's wrong with wanting to get to know him as family a little bit better.
I really just can't believe that. I know that something's up with you. You wouldn't just do something like that if you weren't up to something.
So I'm really just not allowed to talk to your fiancé at all? That seems a little excessive if you ask me. I mean, how are we all supposed to be a family that way?
Why are you even trying to pretend that that's what you did? I know that you guilted him into grabbing dinner with you, and then when you two had your meal, you asked if he wouldn't mind paying for a hotel room for the two of you? What is the matter with you? Why would you even try something like that with someone else's man?
Oh, I'm so sorry if what I did upset you, Amanda. But I really don't think that it was all that bad for Oren. I think that he really did want to eat dinner with me, and that he would have gone with me to the hotel if it weren't for you.
I don't even know what to say to that right now.
And he really is such a nice man. You have no idea how lucky you are.
Look, you may be my sister, but I have limits with this, and I'm not afraid to do what I have to.
Ugh, you're so lame. Do you realize that? You seriously need to chill out.
Chill out? Are you kidding me? What gives you the right to say that to me?
I mean, all I did was ask him a couple of questions. I didn't realize that you were gonna act like such a jealous teenager over this.
I don't care if you want to ask Oren questions. It's the kind of things that you were asking him. You were clearly flirting with my fiancé.
Well, that's just it though, right? He's just your fiancé, so I don't really see what the big deal is.
Please tell me that that isn't how you actually think, Gabby. I don't even know what to say to something like that. Look, just leave me alone, okay? I don't want to deal with you anymore. And you're certainly not welcome at my wedding either.
Hold on a second, what? But we're family. You're really gonna ban me from your wedding over this? How could you do this to me?
I'm sorry, but you left me with no other choice with the way that you're acting. I had a bad feeling when I got a text from Oren saying that he bumped into you, and now I know what he was...
Oh, come on, I only invited him out for dinner. I can't believe that you're gonna keep me from your wedding over something like that. You are blowing this way out of proportion.
But I already know that that isn't all you invited him out for. We both know that you invited him to sleep with you afterwards.
But he didn't, did he? So I didn't really do anything wrong, did I?
I'm sorry, but I just don't see it that way. At all. You and I are no longer sisters because no sister of mine would treat me like this. All you're trying to do is ruin my happiness so that you can feel better about yourself. And I will not stand for it. Stay away from us or else I will get really mad.
You really must think that the world revolves around you now, huh? A little fat girl like you gets a man to marry her, and suddenly you think you can boss people around however you like. I just want you to know that whenever I think of you in a wedding dress, I just feel sick to my stomach. You think that your life is so perfect, but I know that your wedding is just gonna be a joke. Amanda, I just heard the news from Oren. He told me that your wedding dress for tomorrow has been ripped and cut up.
Hi, Laura. Yes, I don't know what happened. I guess that while the store was open, someone snuck into the bridal shop, found my dress, and destroyed it. I got a call from the staff apologizing to me for what happened, but still...
Oh, but that's just horrible. I heard the dress was totally ruined, is that right?
I know, but I can just wear something else. Obviously, I would have preferred to wear the white dress, but I don't really think that's an option anymore.
I know you were so excited for it. I remember how perfect you thought it was when you first saw it. Just who in the world would do something like that? We have got to get to the bottom of this and figure out who the culprit is.
I'm afraid that I might already know who's to blame for this, actually.
Oh, really? And just who might that be?
I am 99% certain that it was my sister who did it.
Oh, right. I think I've heard a little bit about her from Oren. He tells me that she's rather odd. But you don't really think she destroyed your dress, do you?
I really can't think of any other person who would want to do something like that to me.
Wow. I had no idea that things were like that between the two of you.
I can't believe she would take things this far either. But I think she was just jealous that I'm the younger sister and I'm getting married before her.
So you think that's why she did this?
Well, she did know that my wedding is going to be tomorrow. Although now I'm not sure if we'll be able to have the wedding at all without the dress.
Now don't you go giving up hope just yet. I'm sure that we can think of something before the big day.
I don't think we have to go about canceling everything just yet.
What do you mean? What could we possibly do with so little time?
I know that you might have heard about this through Oren, but I used to be a fashion designer in my day.
Yeah, of course I knew about that, but I don't see what we can do in such little time.
Well, if you think that I'm suggesting starting a dress from scratch, then yes, there would be no time for that at all. But I think if we use another dress as a base, I can take some pieces of the old one and make you something that you'll really like.
You would really do that for me, Laura?
I think that's the least I can do to make sure that this wedding still happens. But I think I'll need your help to do this.
Oh, but it's already so late at night. Are you sure you want to try doing this? I would hate to make you work so hard just for me.
Well, I'm not going to handle it all without an extra hand here. I'll send you some pictures and call in some old favors, so you don't have to worry about anything actually. Just focus on getting ready for your big day and look forward to seeing what I can make for you. Good morning, Amanda! Just how are you feeling today, huh?
What do you want now, Gabby?
I heard the awful news from Mom yesterday. She told me some crazy person broke into the bridal shop where your dress was being held and totally ruined it. I guess that means you'll have to cancel your wedding then, right? It's really such a shame how the timing for this all worked, though.
Is this really what you came to talk to me about? Because I'm afraid that it's not the wedding that's over, it's you.
You mean you're still going through with the wedding? But that doesn't make any sense. You don't even have a wedding dress to wear anymore.
You probably didn't know this, but Oren's mom actually used to be a fashion designer. And she has a bunch of connections. So, yesterday, she called in some favors and made me a truly one-of-a-kind dress.
No, that can't be. That's impossible.
I'm afraid that it's very possible for a woman of her caliber. And now I have an amazing wedding dress that I'm going to wear to my amazing wedding. This really is going to be a great day.
This can't be happening. You can't really be getting married, right? I don't care what dress you have on. You're still a fat little pig and everyone is going to laugh at you when they see you.
Thankfully, none of the people invited to the wedding would ever do anything like that.
We'll just see, won't we? Maybe your friends are all just laughing behind your back and have been making fun of you this whole time. And I seriously doubt that anyone on Orion's side has any reason not to laugh at you.
Actually, I've met most of the people that are going to be on Oren's side, and they're all very kind.
No, they're just all laughing behind your back and being polite to your face.
We'll just see about that. But I just have to ask. You were the one who snuck in and cut up my wedding dress, weren't you?
What are you talking about? You think I have that much free time that I can run around doing stuff like that?
You seemed to be fixated on my dress the other day, though.
And that's all the evidence you have? That I brought up your dress while we were talking about your wedding? Good luck getting anyone to listen to that if that's all the evidence you have. Besides, you didn't even invite me to your wedding, so how was I supposed to know what day it was?
What are you talking about? You literally live with Mom and Dad. You must have seen the invitation that I sent to them.
Now you're just making things up so that you can blame me for this. I never ever made any moves on Oren, and you're still blaming me like I did something horrible. I think that you're just jealous because you know he's out of your league and you're scared to lose him. So I'm glad that you're out of my life because I don't want anything to do with you either.
You're making a very compelling case. But you forget the part where the stores have security cameras.
Wait, you mean at the bridal store? No way, that can't be. Are you really telling me that I showed up on their cameras? But Mom said that the cameras only showed someone wearing a big black parka. She didn't mention anything about being able to see the person's face.
I guess you thought that if you mostly covered up your face, you wouldn't have anything to worry about, huh?
What is this? You just think the criminal has a similar face as me and that's why you're blaming me?
The cameras weren't just in the stores. They were in the parking lot, too. And you were shown clear as day parking the car, putting on your parka, and going in. Do you really not think that the parking lots would have security cameras? Why do you think there'd be no reason to have them there? Anyways, I guess it's a question you can answer for the police instead.
The police? But all I did was cut up your dress. That's not that big of a deal, right?
So you finally come out and admit that you did it.
Well, because you said you were going to call the cops on me.
Well, you should be hearing from them soon. I imagine the bridal store is going to want to sue for damages as well.
But that isn't fair. Why would they sue me?
Because you snuck into their store and cut up an item they were going to sell? Did you really just ask that? You ruined my wedding dress as part of your plan to ruin my wedding, and you thought you were going to get away with that?
But I'm not actually gonna get, arrested or anything like that, right?
Who knows, you just might actually.
But that can't happen to me! Please, I'm sorry, I really am. I never wanted things to go like this. I regret it all. I'm so sorry.
You think I want to hear that from you now? Not only did you try to ruin my wedding, but you did all of that after you tried flirting with my fiancé?
I really am so sorry for everything. I was just jealous, that's all. All my friends are getting married and I'm the only one who's not, and I hate it.
And that's why you had to keep making fun of my weight and telling me how awful I was going to look? We're sisters. How could you do all of this to me?
But nothing really happened, right? I mean, I only had dinner with Oren, and now you have a new wedding dress. So there's really no need to punish me for anything, right?
I already told you, that's up to the bridal store, not me. But as for you, I really do want nothing to do with you ever again. The whole family knows about what you tried to do, and they are all so disappointed in you. So have a nice life, Gabby. After that, I heard that the police arrived at my parents' place to arrest Gabby. Even though nobody got hurt, the crime was so unusual that it ended up on the local news, and everyone knew about the crazy woman who cut up her sister's wedding dress out of jealousy. Rumors about it even started flying around Gabby's work, and eventually she couldn't stand the rumors anymore and quit. My parents took pity on her and agreed to let her stay with them, but she couldn't stand being in a house with people who had such a little opinion of her. As for my wedding, I was amazed at how gorgeous the dress that Laura made for me was. It fit like a glove, and Oren and I had the best wedding ever. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey Tina, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that my mom sent me a message to thank you for yesterday. She says that she really enjoyed the meal that you prepared for all of us.
Oh, yeah, she actually sent me a message too saying all of that. I was so happy that she enjoyed it. To be honest, I was really, really nervous about it.
Oh, really? You were? You know that there's no need to be nervous around my mom, right?
I know, but how can I not be? Especially when it comes to cooking for her. After all, doesn't she teach her own cooking classes? I was just waiting for her to tear into my food and how overcooked or overseasoned or something that it was.
I don't really think that my mom would say those things to someone, even if she did think that. But, anyways, I thought that what you made yesterday was really great. I could tell that you really put a lot of effort into making sure that it turned out well.
Well, when you told me that your mom was going to come over to have dinner with us, I went out the night before to buy all of the ingredients that I would need. I wanted to make sure that nothing could go wrong when I was in the kitchen that day.
Yeah, I remember you running around a lot that day. You seemed really stressed, which I am sorry about. But I'm glad it all ended well. Besides, who would have guessed that my mom would want to come over so soon after you and I got married? If anything, I should be sorry about that, you know?
Of course you shouldn't be sorry. There's nothing wrong with that. Besides, I also want to get to know your mom well so that we can get along in the future. If anything, I felt like this was a good chance to try and score some points with her. I mean, we got to talk too much yesterday evening, even about cooking. Not only that, but then your mom saw that I had her cookbook and even offered to sign it for me. It was awesome! Or maybe I was just so swept up in the moment, but either way.
I think that you're just fine, Tina. And I'm glad that you said you want to get closer to my mom. That means a lot to me.
Well, I really do mean it. But I guess more than anything, I'm just glad that we don't already have issues as mother and daughter-in-law. That's what I was worried about most.
Well, I think I also did a good job of warming up my mom to meet you. She basically knew what she was in for. Besides, my mom is a pretty straightforward person anyways.
I guess I kind of lucked out getting someone like her as my mother-in-law then. After all, I know that we did marry a bit older than others. We're already both in our 30s after all.
Well, I know that. After all, we're the same age, aren't we?
I know. But you know how women are always pressured to get married younger than men are, right? So I was just worried that me being the age that I am might have been off-putting to your parents or something. I've known a few other women my age who have gotten married, and they were telling me how their in-laws are already asking about grandchildren. Apparently, Even some of these friends of mine were even asked by their in-laws if they could even have children.
Well, that has taken things just a bit too far, I would have to say. Besides, having a kid is a delicate thing in any situation. And it's not like people get married just to have babies.
That's right. I suppose at the end of the day, we just have to know that we know what's best for us. Although I was so happy that your mom never said anything to me about children at all. I was so thankful for that.
Well, I'm just happy to see that it sounds like you and my mom should be getting along just fine.
Actually, I was thinking of taking one of your mom's cooking classes sometime in the future.
Oh, really? When did you decide this? This is the first that I'm hearing about it, I think.
Well, I just asked your mom now when she messaged me. I asked if I could come along one day and she said she would be happy to have me in class.
Well, that's just perfect. And it does make sense. After all, you were talking to my mom yesterday about how you wanted to improve your cooking.
I know! And now I get to do this! It's so exciting! I think I might even have to go out and buy a new apron or something.
Well, it is a cooking class, but it's usually a small number of people, and my mom just does it all at her house. So you don't have to go all out just to attend the class, you know?
Well, sure, but you can't just ignore the fact that your mom has published her own cookbook. The class may be small, but that doesn't diminish what you can learn from it. I really think you need to acknowledge just how amazing your mom is a bit more.
Oh, trust me. I think my mom is great. I should know. She's my mom after all.
You say that, but I still think that you don't get it.
Maybe not. But as long as you and my mom are getting along, that's all there really is to get.
I am still just so happy that I have such a nice mother-in-law. Maybe I should bring her some kind of gift or something when I go to take the class.
I don't really think that's a requirement for the class in any way, but I'm sure that if you did, my mom would love it.
Great! Maybe I'll just buy some treats we can all enjoy during the class. Anyways, sorry for talking to you all the way through your lunch break. I also have to go and do some shopping right now.
No problem. We can talk more at home. Good luck with all that you have to do. Hey, Tina. I just wanted to let you know that my boss told me I have to take some time off. He said that if I didn't, my PTO would just start going to waste, so...
Oh, I see. Well, actually, now that you mention that, I don't think that we've gone anywhere since we got married.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. But anyways, would you want to go away for a couple of days somewhere?
Really? You mean you want to take a trip with me somewhere?
The thing is that I just noticed you've been acting kind of down. And when I've tried to ask you about it, you told me that it's nothing to worry about, which of course just makes me worried. So, I thought this might be a good suggestion to try and cheer you up.
Rod, you're so sweet. Thank you so much.
Of course. But you know that you can talk to me about anything, right? I've been really worried seeing you act this way.
But I don't even know how I would begin to talk about what's been on my mind lately.
I see. Well, I also wanted to ask you if you think you'd enjoy having my mom come along with us as well.
I don't know. I still feel like we're basically newlyweds, and I'd really like to get to take more trips, just the two of us.
Oh, I see. I just figured that earlier you were so gung-ho about getting to know my mom better. I just figured that if she also come along with us, that the two of you could get to hang out. But I'm also fine taking a trip just the two of us.
Actually, Rod, there's something that I wanted to talk to you about. It has to do with your mom.
You want to talk to me about my mom? What do you want to talk about?
Well, the truth is that your mom really scares me.
You're afraid of my mom? But why? I don't get it. I mean, did something happen between the two of you while you were at her cooking class?
Well, your mom, she was bullying me.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? What do you mean she was bullying you?
Are you telling me that you don't believe me? Although I can't say that I blame you. She always acts so nice when you're around.
I'm sorry, Tina. It's just... I can't even imagine my mom acting that way. But of course it's not that I don't believe you. I just... Do you think you could tell me some of the things my mom has been doing to you?
Okay, well, she totally made fun of me in front of all the other students in the class. And then, when it was just the two of us, she started calling me names and saying all these horrible things. She said that she still has no idea why you chose to be with a woman like you. And then she told me that I was terrible at taking care of the house and that I was a bad wife.
She really said all of that? That's horrible. I'm so sorry, Tina. I really had no idea that my mom was doing or saying any of these things.
It's okay. I guess I just know a bit better how she feels about me. And my age? You know, now that I think about it, I doubt that she even really liked my cooking.
Tina, of course that's not true. Look, I want you to know that you're a good wife, okay?
I don't know. I just don't feel like I'll ever be good enough for you.
So wait a second. Is part of the reason why you've been so down lately is because of the way my mom has been treating you?
I didn't want to say anything, but it's true. I only wanted to be friends with your mom. And I know that this has to come as a shock to you as well.
It really does. But I'm just so sorry you've been going through all of this.
You don't have anything to be sorry for. It's not your fault at all. If anything, it's all mine for not being the kind of person that your mom could ever like.
I'm gonna talk to my mom about this. I'm gonna make her apologize to you.
No, you can't do that, please. If you do that, then that will just make things way worse.
But how am I supposed to just sit here and read all of this and do nothing?
Maybe we could just try and make sure that we see her a little less? I know that she might talk bad about me to you a little, but I'm sure that'll all pass.
Well, if that's really what you want, then okay, I won't say anything to her. But are you sure that this is how you want to handle it?
I'm sure. And I'm just so grateful to know that you trust me on this.
Of course. You're my wife, and I'm here to protect you, no matter what. There's nothing to worry about anymore. I'll make sure that you and Mom don't see each other anymore.
Thank you so much. Just reading that message, I already feel a bit better.
Alright then. I guess this means that it's just going to be you and me on this trip then. But that's okay. It just means you and I can have fun and forget all about my mom.
Hello there, Rod. I was just curious if you remembered that your uncle's memorial service was today.
Oh, I remember. Don't worry.
Well, that's good to hear. But there's something that I'd like to talk to you about after the service. Do you think you could come to my house afterwards? Alone.
But isn't the service going to be near your house? Don't you think that I should bring Tina with me for this?
No. I think it would be better if it were just you. So please come alone. Besides, she never even met your uncle.
Wow, that's kind of a rude way of putting things, don't you think?
Do you really think so? I was just stating a fact is all. I mean, I just don't think that anyone really enjoys going to funerals. But that would be especially so for ones for people who you don't even know.
I guess. But she's still my wife and still part of this family.
I just really don't think that Tina would even want to show up to something like this.
Well, there's actually something that I've been waiting to talk to you about, Mom. Have you been bullying Tina lately?
Wait, what? Where is this coming from all of a sudden? Did Tina tell you that I was being mean to her?
You know, that sounds like just a thing that somebody who's been caught red-handed would say. I thought you and her were trying to get along. You were so happy when the two of us got married.
Well, I'm afraid that my feelings have changed on the matter since then.
But what does that even mean? Why have your feelings changed?
If I can be honest with you, Rod, I really wish that you would divorce her. I don't think that you should have anything to do with her at all.
I'm sorry. You want me to leave, Tina? How can you even ask me something like that? What's the matter with you, Mom? I don't think I want you coming near me or Tina ever again, okay? I can't have you in my life if you're going to treat my wife so horribly.
Okay, well, you should know that I never do anything to your wife at all.
But you did. Even the way you were talking about her right now was rude. Did you know that Tina came to me telling me that she was scared of you? She was scared to even talk to me about this.
The reason I wanted you to come by to the memorial service by yourself was because I wanted to talk to you about Tina. I would appreciate it if you made your decision about me after you heard what I have to say.
Hey, Rod, I'm really sorry. I was talking to some friends, and before I knew it, it was already so late. But I'm just about to start heading back home now.
Why even bother coming back home?
Wait, what? I don't understand. What is that about? Are you mad because I'm coming home late or something?
I heard all about the kind of person you are from my mom. I heard that you were even so mean that you drove people from your old company to quit before you left.
Wait a second, are you talking about Carly from work?
That's right.
No, you've got that all wrong. That was just a misunderstanding.
I wanted to hope that was true, until Carly showed me proof of how you forced her to take responsibility for all of your mistakes at work. And then you even spread lies and rumors about her too, didn't you? Not only that, but you were also stealing from the company if you ran out of money before payday. Isn't that right?
Rod, This is just ridiculous. Of course I haven't done any of this. I just happened to get wrapped up in a bad crowd. But it's not like I was the person leading everyone in that.
Oh, really? Because Carly made it sound exactly like you were the ringleader with that theft.
Well, I'm sure that Carly has her own version of events. But anyways, I know that she takes cooking classes with your mom, so I'm sure she's been whispering her lies to your mom for a while. But you know that you can't believe someone like her, right?
Do you even know the kinds of things she told my mom? I mean, she didn't even need to say anything. When you walked into the classroom, Carly literally puked, didn't she? That's how much she dislikes you. Her body literally physically can't stand to be around you. That's why my mom reached out to her after she left. She wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Well, it sounds to me Carly was just putting on a big show for attention then. I mean, if her body really is so fragile, then maybe she shouldn't be going out to cooking classes in the first place. Besides, don't you care at all about the way I've been struggling with your mom?
You know, Carly was actually someone who was really impacted by my mom's book. After you drove her to quit her job, she happened to pick up my mom's book. Cooking the recipes in that book was one of the few joys that she could find in life after you drove her from the office.
Rod, you really are getting this all wrong. I only did what I did because I was being told to.
Well, I don't think that made much of a difference to Carly. She was still hurt either way. I think this is why you wanted us to keep distance from my mom. She told me that she called you to ask you to apologize to Carly. And that was when you told me my mom was bullying you.
But she was bullying me! Please, you have to believe me, Rod!
How can I after listening to my mom and Carly talk to me about what you did? And especially after Carly showed me the text of what you were saying to her. I really wanted to believe you, Tina. I wanted to believe that you didn't do anything wrong. But I can't do that anymore.
I'm so sorry, Rod. I know that you must think I'm just a terrible person. But the only reason I did what I did was because I didn't want you to know about my past. That's why I tried to blame this all on your mom. I really am so sorry. I swear I'll apologize to your mom and Carly. Just please don't tell me not to come home.
No, you really don't have to come home at all. In fact, I want a divorce.
What, Rod? Please, you can't be serious about that. Surely we can move past this, right? I mean, you don't really want to leave me over this.
I'm not sure whether or not I can forgive you for this. And if I thought you were actually going to show any remorse, then I might be able to. But Carly told me about how you were seeing someone else while we were dating. But she told me about how you were telling the girls in the office that you were going to marry me just because I was the one with the money. But that the other guy you were seeing was way more your type of man. But Carly told me about how even after we got married, you kept seeing this guy. There were already plenty of rumors flying around the office about it.
No, that isn't true. You have to believe me. It really isn't true.
I don't even want to hear it from you anymore. Besides, I can't say that I blame you. He is a handsome-looking guy.
You mean that you looked him up?
That's right. After talking to Carly and my mom, I hired a PI to look into him so that I could gather evidence for the divorce. And it really wasn't hard to find said evidence. So, now we're going to get a divorce. You're going to pay for cheating on me, and then I'm going to make sure you never mess with my life or family again. Goodbye, Tina. It took about a whole month before the divorce process was finalized since Tina was fighting every step of the way. In fact, right after I sent that message, Tina apparently passed out and didn't wake up for a few days. I have no idea if she was faking it or not, but when she came to, the divorce papers were still there waiting for her. I have to say that I was so shocked to learn of the kind of person that my wife really was. I really did think that I knew Tina well, but I guess that just goes to show you. Anyways, I apologized to both Carly and my mom for how horrible Tina had been to them. Of course, I had no idea about Tina, but I felt especially bad that I let my mom get sucked into this. After the divorce, Tina agreed to settle for a huge fee outside of the court to not be sued for her affair. After she paid all that she owed me, I heard that she packed up all of her bags and moved away to a new state. But that works just fine with me, since I would be happy if I never ever saw her again. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Kyle, I'm sorry about today. Having to spend all of today with Grace like that. Was she able to make it back to your place all right?
Grace just made it back to my place a few minutes ago. By the way, Mom, you let her bring home some cake with her, right? I was doing so good with her. Did you buy that for her at some point while she was with you?
Well, you were the one that let her come over and stay with me for a bit, so I thought it would be all right for her to have some. There is enough cake for you and your daughter as well there. So the three of you should all eat it. But of course, at this point in the day, your little girl is already asleep, right?
Well, Jill is still in elementary school after all. So, 8 p.m. is her time for bed. She's completely out right now. I'll have her eat some of the cake tomorrow.
Please do that for me. Now, when it comes to Grace, I know it's been a long time since the last time her and I were able to meet. But my gosh, she's lost a lot more weight than I was expecting.
You think so? I thought she still had more to lose, to be honest with you.
Really? I mean, look at her. The last time I was able to see her in person, she had a bit more meat on her, and not in a bad way. This time, I didn't want to say anything to her about how thin she'd looking, just because that's none of my business, but has she been feeling sick at all lately?
Well, I don't think she's been feeling bad or anything. She doesn't really say anything to me about it.
Then I really wonder why she's that thin now. I'm not kidding when I say she's so thin it has me worried.
Oh, come on now, Mom. You're going a little too far there. She's not that thin, I promise. These days, women her size are normal.
Kyle, are you trying to tell me that the way she looks now is not that thin? No matter how you look at her, she is way too thin for her height. I'm sorry, but you can't possibly want your wife looking that thin at the age she is. Have you really been checking up on her enough to be there in case she needs you?
Well, I will say that she has gotten a bit thinner since the last time I took a good look at her. But I think that's it. She goes out a lot with Jill to the playground and such, so maybe all that exercise is working. Maybe that's what made her shrink.
You think it's that simple? No human can become that thin from going to the park and playing all the time. There has to be something more behind this. Could there be something going on in her life right now that's really causing her lots of stress? Have you been talking with her at all about her feelings and what she's been going through? Perhaps she's been so overwhelmed with having to cook and clean and take care of Jill all day, every day?
Jeez, come on now, Mom. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you go on and on all day about things that aren't a problem here. You're getting way too nosy about everything going on in my life. Alright, Mom? This is the reason I never like coming back to your house to see you.
That has nothing to do with your wife, though. I was just asking about what could be causing her to lose so much weight. But now you want to talk about not ever coming to my house anymore. Can't you at least come once a month or something? I want to see you. It's because of you never coming over anymore that I haven't even been able to see my granddaughter's face in so long.
Maybe next time. By the way, you had a class reunion today, right? Tell me how that all went.
I find that you always want to change the topic when things start to get a little touchy with you, Kyle. This must mean you're doing something to Grace that's making her become so thin, right?
Alright. I'll be more careful. Now, tell me how things went. It's been 20 years or so now since you last had a class reunion, right? Were you able to see plenty of faces you haven't seen in so long?
Well, after 20 years of not seeing many of them, it sure was a lot of faces that had changed a bit. But that's the reason we had the reunion. In order to check up on everyone and see what's changed in their lives. Everyone's gotten so old now, and it's really began to show.
Well, it's been 20 years since you last saw a lot of them, and you guys are all getting to that age. And let me tell you, normally people won't talk about how others look like you all have. I guess that's a trait older people begin to share.
I suppose so. Now that we're on the topic, there was one other thing I was surprised by.
What?
I had no idea about this for a long time, it seems. But one of my classmates from way back in the day happens to be your boss now. He told me that you've been working really hard in the office and everything.
What? My boss? Who?
They told me not to tell you who they are, so I'm not saying a word more.
Why can't you tell me? You have me on the edge of my seat now.
They didn't want you to start worrying about their relationship with me, hence why they don't want you learning any more about it. Just know that they think you're doing a great job at work. And if you are still worried, just know that I'm probably not going to see them anymore now. So you can relax and forget all about this.
Well, if you're really not going to be around them anymore, I guess I won't mind it.
Also, if you feel you have the time to be worrying about something like this, then that means you have the time to be worried about what's going on with Grace these days. So please go and make sure she's feeling all right. You have to make sure there isn't something more serious behind everything. What if it's cancer or something? You never know unless you go and talk with her more about it.
All right. I hear you. I'll make sure she's fine. Well, I've got work in the morning, so I'm gonna hit the hay. Good night.
Alrighty then. Good night.
Grandma, can you teach me how to make chicken noodle soup?
Jill, what's been going on with you now? I can teach you the recipe and everything for the soup, but it's rare of you to ever text me about anything. Why do you need to learn from me how to make chicken noodle soup? I don't remember you ever liking things like chicken noodle soup at all.
Mom's fallen ill and she's not able to eat any food. So I wanted to make something easy for her to eat. I always eat chicken noodle soup when I'm sick, right?
Your mom has fallen sick? Where's your dad? You have to go and tell your dad to take her to the doctor right away.
I know that, but right now Dad's not home.
Is he outside in the yard? It's the weekend now, so your dad shouldn't be at work or anything, right? He should be at home with you all. Let me call him for you, and he should be able to come back inside in no time.
I did call him about this, but he said he's not coming home. He told me to take care of Mom for him.
Your mom fell ill, right? And he's told you that he won't come home to help her? Where is your dad right now?
He told me he's at his girlfriend's house.
Huh? Girlfriend's house? You're telling me that your dad has a girlfriend?
Yes, he does. He has a girlfriend.
I'm sorry, Jill. Right now your grandma's a little surprised by all of this. Does your mom know that your dad has a girlfriend?
Yes. Mom knows about her.
Is that right? And your mom has not said anything to your dad about it?
When she tries to talk to him, he doesn't listen. I know that Mom likes to go and cry a lot when he's not home. But I don't like it when Mom is crying like that.
I don't like it that she's crying either. I don't think anyone should.
Yeah. But, Grandma, I think this is all my fault.
How could any of this be your fault? You're saying it's your fault your mom is crying?
Before, Mom and Dad were fighting, and I went to Mom to ask her something. I asked her to stop fighting with Dad and to be friends again.
Well, it's not your fault for asking that. You are not to blame for anything, Jill, okay? Have their fights only started to get worse now?
No. After asking that, they no longer fight anymore. But after asking that, Mom started to feel and look bad. She no longer looks happy around any of us. She doesn't want to eat her food anymore. And she gets sick a lot more and becomes really hot.
Jill, I think you telling your mom not to fight anymore with Dad made her worry about scaring you. But you thought it was your fault that your mom is always crying now because she only started to do it after you said something?
Yes. I think that I did something bad and that it's my fault. Hey, Grandma, am I a bad girl? Am I really a bad girl to my mom and dad?
Not at all, Jill. And I don't think your mom thinks of you as a bad little girl either.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's why right now your mom would rather be sick and cry alone rather than fight with your dad in front of you.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. You don't have to know about any of this at your age. Also, we should be worried about your mom right now, okay? Is her head really hot right now?
Yes. She told me earlier that she started to feel really sick again, too. What should I do, Grandma?
You can calm down, Jill. I'm going to get in my car right now and come over to your house.
Is that okay?
Of course it's okay. I want to get you and your mom and take your mom to go and see the doctor right away. And then after she's been cared for by the doctor, we can all go back home and make chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
Just wait a little bit with your mom. I'm coming to your house right now. Kyle, I have something very, very important to talk with you about. When you have time, you reply to me right away. I'm sure you're looking at your phone right now, right? This is something very important to your whole family, so I want you replying to me right now.
What do you want, Mom? I'm really enjoying my day off from work, and you keep annoying me. What could you possibly have to talk with me about that has you messaging me nonstop? Did something happen to you?
I took Grace and your daughter to the hospital with me.
To the hospital? You took Grace to the hospital? Why would you be taking her to the hospital on a weekend?
Jill told me that her mom had passed out after having a fever all day long. So I ran over to your house right after hearing that.
Is that right? And? Did the doctor find anything life-threatening out about her?
They say that this was all due to a simple cold, and as of right now, she's on fluids and is being treated for it. She's even had a couple bites to eat and took her medication. Now she's off to bed. So, you don't have to worry about her physical health right now. Not about her cold, at least.
I'm sorry about that, Mom. You had to do a lot of things, all for something else she should have been able to handle herself as a grown woman. Well, if there isn't a problem now, that's great.
You don't think there's any more problems now? You know for a fact that there are still plenty of them that need to be dealt with now. There are far too many problems right now for you to be acting so nonchalant about.
But you told me that Grace is starting to look a lot better now, and that it was just a simple cold. Are there any other problems with her?
There are! Leaving a woman like that in the care of a child when she's passed out on the floor with a fever? We have so many problems now because you thought it was all right to stay out and keep messing around.
Wait, are you talking about me? Now I get what you're trying to say there, Mom. But there was a reason that I couldn't just come home to help out.
Well, explain that to me then. What reason do you have?
I was out with my boss from work playing a few games of golf. And I have to keep up a good image with the big man in order to have any chance at a large promotion in the future. To be honest, I didn't even know about Grace having a fever in the first place before leaving today. So, I'm sorry, but there was nothing I could do today.
For crying out loud! You are not a frickin' child anymore, Kyle! So stop telling me such weak lies as that, because I can see right through them.
Huh? What kind of lies do you think I'm telling you? I'm not lying about a single thing, alright?
You went out on a date with your girlfriend, right? Jill told me everything about that.
My girlfriend? Please. Why would I ever have one when I've got a wife? I'm married already. I think that Jill has just made some kind of mistake, which happens often with little girls her age.
Well, your wife is telling me the same thing here. However, it took her a long time to start talking about that with me because she was scared. Are you trying to tell me that both your wife and daughter are mistaken now?
That witch started to talk now. Well, you're going to figure out all about this sooner or later. So, I guess it doesn't matter.
So what you're saying is it's true that you have a girlfriend, right? You're agreeing? You left your sick wife at home and went out to have an affair?
Well, I never kept any of this hidden from Jill or Grace anyway. Actually, I think we all did one hell of a job keeping it hidden from you. I have to commend my family for that. I had assumed Grace would be the type to tell you right away about all of this.
From the way you're telling me that, you must not know the reason as for why she never came to get help from me. You really are such a pathetic little boy. I am saddened by all that's happened within my family.
I think I know the reason she never blabbed about it. She probably didn't want a divorce because she'd never be able to survive on her own in this world. She's a smart cookie, and knows that if she told anyone outside of my house, I might leave her and Jill and she'd be left to die. Huh.
That's not her reason at all.
Then tell me what it is.
You never hid the fact that you were cheating on your wife from Jill, right? That means Grace could have had it easy in court. She could have gotten a huge settlement from you and the full custody of Jill without even having to break a sweat. She had no reason to not tell me because of a divorce and her not being able to manage afterwards.
So? Tell me the frickin' reason, Mom.
She chose not to tell anyone for Jill's sake. Jill had asked your wife to make up with you after what you'd told them, and she didn't want you two fighting anymore. And that's why Grace had to suck it up and hope for the best while sacrificing herself to act kindly around you.
Huh? You're gonna tell me that for a reason as stupid as that, she chose to avoid divorce? What a freaking idiot she is! There could be so many other reasons better than that, yet she chooses to use this as the most stupid of them all?
You are a frickin' bastard. You're right. There may have been better reasons to not have wanted a divorce from you. But I think her reasoning for staying quiet and never fighting back at you anymore was the best reason out of all of them. And by the way, the fact that you're sitting there on the other end of this phone laughing at Grace for being an idiot makes you the real idiot.
Alright. I see now. And? Are you only texting me right now to try and preach to me about this? Can we be done here? Unlike you and those other two, I'm a very busy man.
Yeah, we're done here. I figured you out and have no use in talking to you anymore. And because of that, Grace and I are all ready to go.
Ready to go? Don't make me laugh. Let me tell you right now, that even if Grace does choose to divorce me, I won't care. Losing her, losing some money, and losing custody of Jill will not bother me any. Do you understand that?
What about if I told you I'd be cutting ties with you as well?
Honestly, I've been fed up with her for a long time now. So if you're gonna cut ties to me as well, then be my guest and leave. If Grace really wants a settlement and custody of the brat, then she can have it all.
Wow. Are you sure?
Yep. Do whatever you guys want. I don't care about any of you.
Well then, we will do what we want from now on. But when you regret what you've said here today, I'm not going to listen. All right?
I told you to go already. I plan on getting married to my girlfriend now, so there's no going back to any of you. No matter what you guys try and do about any of this, it's too late to change my mind.
Kyle, thank you so much for getting that divorce from Grace. Because of that, now the two of them can live a happy and healthy life.
Huh? Are you trying to play with me now? By the way, wasn't it you that said you were cutting ties to me after the divorce? Why are you talking to me now after saying all that crap? I'm very busy right now, so just stop talking to me.
What's wrong? Are you sure that you're really that busy right now? What's been going on that's kept your hands tied up?
It has nothing to do with you, Mom. I just told you that you wanted to cut ties to me, so you're nothing but a stranger now. So go the hell away and leave me alone.
Wow, you seem to have woken up on the wrong side of the bed today. Ah, that's right. There is a reason for you being so busy at the moment. Can I take a few guesses as to what the reason could be?
Huh? What the actual frick is going on with you? You're starting to really get on my nerves here. Even if you were still my mom, I'd want you to stop all that crap.
Okay then, okay. I'm assuming that you're so grumpy because you're no longer able to talk to your girlfriend, right? Maybe she doesn't want to talk to you anymore?
What are you talking about?
You're asking me that? I thought that was the reason as to why you're acting like such a witch right now. I mean, you had been talking about how you'd marry her, right? Not being able to get any replies from her would drive you insane, right?
Why do you know about all of that?
Well, I have a great reason for knowing. I learned about you and her from her dad.
You heard from her father?
Well, this world is really that much smaller than many of us like to think. To think that the woman my son had been cheating on his wife with would be one of my old classmates' daughters. I never thought that going back to another reunion after 20 years would teach me something as interesting as that.
Are you talking about the person you met? That you said he was my boss?
Right on the mark. He happens to be the man in charge of you in the office. It's just crazy learning about how my son was having an affair with his boss's daughter like that. I'm sure you're starting to get all stressed out over this now, huh? And you thought that me finding out about you cheating on your wife wouldn't cause you any harm, right? You really are the stupidest man this side of the earth.
You stop playing with me this minute. Are you trying to tell me that the reason she has been responding to me is because you told my boss about this? What the hell do you think you were doing?
What? Are you starting to get upset with me now? I think you should stop acting so childish right now, Kyle.
Am I not supposed to be this upset with you? You screwed things up for me now, so I have every right to be pissed off at you.
But you said it yourself, right? You told me that we were free to do whatever we wanted. So all I did was the things I wanted to, like you said. It's a bit strange of you to start complaining about that now, after you said you wanted that from us.
If I'd have known things would have turned out this way, I would have never told you that. What the hell am I gonna do now?
Do about what, Kyle?
Stop acting like this whole situation is completely screwed now. You know dang well that my boss is gonna be pissed at me now, right?
Well, I can see why he would be, yes. Of course his daughter is to blame for a lot of this as well. But you were the one that chose to cheat on your wife, so he's going to choose you to be his next victim.
You've gone and pissed off the company I work for. How am I supposed to go into work now when everyone is going to hear about this? Did you know that both my girlfriend and I were planning to pay Grace that settlement? But now I'm not even going to be able to talk with my girlfriend about it anymore. What the hell should I be doing right now?
Asking me what you should do isn't going to get you anywhere. How about you settle down and think all this through yourself?
You have no right saying that crap to me after forcing me into this mess. Do you not feel bad about the things you did to your own son?
I'm so sorry, but I don't have any sons. All I have left now is my wonderful daughter and my cute little granddaughter. I am only the mother of a woman in this house, and in order to make sure they are both treated the best, like they should be, I can't focus on some deranged stranger like you. After that, the divorce of Kyle and Grace ended up going really well, and she was awarded custody of her daughter. Of course, she'd also be getting money from Kyle in the form of a settlement, and he'd still have to pay her child support every month until Jill turns 18. Along with this, talks about what had happened in Kyle's family began to spread around his office, and that ended up losing him his promotion that he was seeking out. Soon after that, though, everyone continued to give him the cold shoulder, and not long after, he quit his job there. And on top of that, he no longer was able to get in touch with his girlfriend, like he told me before, and was left with nobody by his side willing to help him. Right now, he is working a part-time job at a gas station, and is using all the money he earns to pay off the settlement and pay child support to Grace. When it comes to the girlfriend of Kyle and the settlement she owes, her father, the boss of Kyle, before Kyle quit, stepped in and paid the settlement in full as an apology for what his daughter did. A few weeks after the well-deserved divorce, Grace has begun to feel a lot better and started to eat a lot more again to fill up the skin and bones she'd been for so long. The reason that Jill never wanted her mom fighting is because she really hated to see her in such a hopeless state. But now that those two are no longer in the presence of Kyle, Jill has been able to see her mom's smiling face a whole lot more. Those two happen to be living close by to my house right now, and are so close to me now that I can go over to their house every day to say hi and help out. I'm going to make sure that for as long as I'm alive and well, I cater to those two as much as possible, as they both deserve to be treated after the monster that was Kyle. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.